And as leaders, we have to break that natural tendency, which is to weather the storm and instead find opportunity in the storm. So let me tell you. The second and most important thing you can do during turbulent times as a leader is to use any power at your disposal. Don't get stuck waiting for things to change. Use your existing abilities to act while others are delaying. The next market is coming. The spring market is coming. When things turn, when things change, when rates go down, when this goes up, when who knows what. That's a waiting mode. Even though you're trying to motivate yourself in some ways or tell others that this will pass, which is a good impulse, it's insufficient to actually be able to create momentum because what you've decided to do is to wait as opposed to act. And as leaders, we have to break that natural tendency, which is to weather the storm and instead find opportunity in the storm here. So I took this photo many years ago on a trip to Zurich. And that day, a group of us were going to go out on a boat in the lake. And it would have been a very beautiful day, except that when we arrived, there were some really dark storm clouds that were rolling across the lake. And so the tour provider decided that essentially we weren't going to go on the lake that day. And as you can see, some of even the smaller boats are still anchored and covered. Now, in the upper right-hand corner of this image, you can see some of the adults in the group who were sitting there hunched over, their arms are crossed. They were very grumpy. I think their body language shows a little grumpiness here, if you will. And they were upset because a storm had come in and they basically were stuck waiting around for things to change. On the other hand, the little girl in the foreground was a great metaphor for us as leaders, because what she did was she just looked around and said, I don't know what good thing can come of this moment. And she noticed that there was some swans nearby. So she broke up a pastry or a piece of bread that she had with her, and she started feeding the swans. And of course, one beautiful swan came over, then two, then three, then five, then a whole bunch of beautiful swans came over, and it completely attracted a beautiful moment. But it's really a metaphor for opportunity. It turned a negative moment into a very positive moment. Unfortunately, I think it was lost on some of the grumpy waiting people in the background, if you will. This is the same metaphor for you and for me. While the storm clouds may roll in and mess up our plans, it's up to us to see what little things we can do, any little power we have to attract opportunity, to bring the swans closer, even though they weren't the original plan. We thought we were going out on the boat to find treasure across the lake, but instead it was actually right there near the shore to us, and we now have an opportunity to take action. So really, rules 1 and 2, if you will, the actions 1 and 2 are very related. Yes, take a stand in the middle of turbulence, but also use the power that you have to be able to attract opportunity in the conditions at hand. Do not wait around for the weather to change, because by then you will have lost momentum, you will have lost the ability to act, and certainly others may, like the little girl in the picture, have acted and attracted all the swans to themselves. Leaders do not worry so much about the plan, they worry about their ability to act. And acting, even with the slightest power at our hands while others delay, will give us an advantage.